And today I want to talk to you about a book that you might consider getting if you're a consultant, vendor, or freelancer to nonprofits, and that is The Nonprofit Organizational Culture, Revealing the Hidden Truths that Impact Performance. And the authors are Teagarden, Hinden, and Stern. And, you know, this book is published in 2011. It's a good review in a lot of ways of nonprofit culture, which is one of the reasons I grabbed it. However, you really need to know going in, this is an academic textbook, or at least it comes off as an academic textbook. So there are going to be parts that, you know, that just don't seem to grab you. It's certainly not a novel. It's not an exciting story kind of book. But to get some basic information on nonprofit culture, which I think is important if you're in the business of working with nonprofits, this might be a good book to go to. For example, Table 1.1 talks about some of the theories about why nonprofits exist. You know, public good, contract failure, innovation, civic diversity, some of the legal constraints. I think that's good. If you get further into this here, it talks about some of the history of the nonprofit sector. Page 28 talks about most nonprofits will have underlying assumptions related to at least some of the following values. And we're talking about equity and fairness and trust, diversity and tolerance, applied research, things like that. So sections like that are great. They're very helpful. And even if you come from the nonprofit sector, this is worth reviewing. One of the things, however, they do bring up is that there is no standard nonprofit culture, which is really important to know. There are a lot of assumptions made about nonprofit culture, which, you know, have maybe some kernel of truth in it, but it's not something that you universally find across the board, and they certainly point this out. And there are also some examples of nonprofit cultures in here. They're definitely worth reviewing. However, you may or may not be able to generalize from them. So, again, The Nonprofit Organizational Culture Guide by Teagarden, Hinden, and Stern. Take a look at it. You know, I think it's, if you can grab a copy at a library, I think it's good. It might be worth you buying on Amazon if you can get a good price on it. I don't know if I'd go rush out and try to grab a brand new copy of this, at least not for your work.